My name is Alan. Welcome to my channel. We're going through Dante's Inferno, Cantos 11 through 20, and I'm going to have to go really fast because I'm having technical difficulties with storage, and also some of these cantos are not my favorite. You know, I'm not a Dante scholar. I'm not here to lecture or anything. I'm trying to make my way through it as well. I have been through this edition 3 times. This is my 3rd time. So, and I'm going off notes and other books and other things. So I'm just trying to muscle along here. Let's, without further ado, get into chapter 11. Also, I feel I've left out like a lot from Canto 9 and 10, but I don't have time to go back to it. So we're in the Circle 6 again still. The heretics, violence against well, we have like murder and property, violence against others, 2, suicide, violence against self, and 3, violence against nature. So this is the lower part of hell. We're in the upper part of hell. I'm going to add this helpful diagram here that will hopefully help you. I'll add it somewhere along the line. So malice is the sin most hated by God, and the aim of malice is to injure others, whether by fraud or violence. But since fraud is the vice of which man is alone is capable, God loathes it most. Therefore the fraudulent are placed below, and their torment is more painful. Simoniacs, sycophants, hypocrites, falsifiers, thieves, and sorcerers, grafters, pimps, and all such filthy cheats. Alexander the Great and the Minotaur making appearances in Canto 7, but I want to get to Canto 8. We're in Circle 7 now, round 2, the violent against themselves, the suicides. Now, the suicides are shrubs here, and Dante and Virgil must break a branch or a leaf in order for them to talk. This Pierre de la Vigne, Peter of the Vines, makes an appearance. He was a concierge of Frederick II. He was a Holy Roman Emperor who died in 1215. And at the end of Canto 10, they were fighting against the Pope for control of Italy. He was a Ghibelline. This Pierre de la Vigne was in charge of who saw this Frederick II, who was a Simonist, and he was into emperor worship. He, was trying to promote that, like they used to worship the Caesars. So we have these suicides, who are branches, and this Pierre is saying to Dante, he's using the excuse of envy is to blame. He was, here's line 70 through 75. I swear to you that never in word or spirit did I break faith with my lord and emperor, who was so worthy of honor in his merit. Well, he didn't break his faith with Frederick II, but he broke his faith with my Lord, God, JC, and that's why he's in hell. Now, Farinata in Canto 10, I believe, or is it 9, is like Ghost of Christmas Future. He makes a prediction that Dante will never return from exile. And this brings up the question about, life is worthy, sure, when things are going well, but if things are going bad, is it an excuse to commit suicide? Canto 15, Blasphemers and Sodomites, Violence against God, Nature, and Art. In Genesis, it says God created man in the image of God. Man was created in the image of God, be fruitful and multiply. Dante was never a homosexual, anything like that. But here's the fruitful and multiply. Sexual reproduction. Latini in chapter 15. which is here. Let's jump right to circle 7, round 3. Violent against nature, sodomites again. This Bernardino Benito Latini was a teacher of Dante who died in 1264. He was not his formal teacher, but he influenced Dante's writing. And let's see, lines 29 start there. Sir Benito, are you here? And he says, oh, my son, may it not displease you, he cried. If Benito Latino leave his company and turn and walk a little by your side. Here, I have a lot of notes because this Latino was a homosexual. He noticed Dante's talent in real life, and here he's going like, follow your star, for if in all of the sweet life I saw one truth shine clearly, you cannot miss your glorious arrival. He's foreshadowing Dante's fame, but not only that, he's trying to say, I hope you get famous, Dante, because if you're famous, then I'll be famous, and you'll mention me in your writing, and sure enough, Dante did. We have the particulars of sodomy and that. Now, I'd like to get into this more if anyone else is interested. Here's the notes on Brunetto Latino or Latini. I'm really short on time, everyone, and I'm having technical difficulties. I'm really upset with my phone, and I don't have my laptop with me. Let's see. Now in circle 8, we're going to go through these like ditches, pouches that are called bolgias. And I'll show a picture of that here. I want to jump now to Canto 19, the Simon IXX. Here we have a picture on the cover. They are buried in the ground like this, and the flames lick their feet forever. There's Dante and Virgil. Dante leaning over with his little hat on. I forget the name of the hat, I'm sorry. So it starts out, oh, Simon Magus, Simon the Magician from the Bible, Acts 8, verses 9 through 24. Oh, you wretched crew who follow you, pandering for silver and gold, the things of God which should be welded to, love and righteousness, on and on. Here's the part I was mentioning before. Virgil carries him back up the steep ledge toward the fourth Bolgia. Now, how can Virgil carry Dante when he's a shade? You know, he's in hell. But anyway, this pertains to Peter and John were laying on hands in the Bible, doing all that. And Simon said, "Whoa, that's really cool." Simon Peter said, "That's cool. How much does it cost to learn that?" And I think Peter basically told him, "Go to hell," no pun intended. Go to perdition. So Simon in the Bible, Simon Magus, learns black magic, and he's flying around. Something happens. I'm not a biblical scholar either. Something happens that causes him to land, and he actually went into the ground with his feet sticking up. So this is where that punishment fits the crime comes from. Let me see. Pope Boniface makes an appearance here in lines 49. Maybe even earlier. Pope Nicholas III. A lot of popes going on. You know, the sin of Simonry. I remember the short story, The Sisters from Dubliners, James Joyce, and that priest was accused of stealing church. So there's a lot of popes in here. Here's some more talking about Peter, Simon Peter. People were following Simon Peter in the Bible. How do we replace Judas? the first Christian emperor, Constantine, makes an appearance in hell. Here's a note about the 3 popes that he's talking about. Here's a note about Simon the Magician. And I'm going to stop on Canto 20, Fortune Tellers and Diviners. Now, I'm going to promise to get back to this. I'm going to cut it short while I can before I run out of film. I want to thank you for your patience, your indulgence, and I promise to get back to you soon. You guys following the Inferno with us, and we'll see if we can talk Mark Nash into doing a video as well. So until then, I wish you adieu. Ta-ta. Right on cue. Again. See ya.